The following is a presentation of UFF Sports and the Ultimate Fantasy Sports Network.
Welcome, everybody, to Week 15, Game of the Week, here in the American Football Legends League. I'm Andy McNamara alongside Jamie Thomas. And Jamie, this is the big one. This is 13 weeks in the making, man. The action, they already started. They already kicked this sucker off here at Fury Stadium. I can't wait. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Like, we missed the national anthem. We had a little bit of truck problems, so we just got right through the kickoff which is something eventually they should get rid of anyways, is the kickoff.
I agree.
But that's another debate for another time.
That's right. And listen, folks, for you all just tuning in here, make sure you click follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're ready. I might pop this collar by the end of this thing. Who knows? This is going to be a hot one. As Jeremy Shockey, who hasn't touched the ball too much, gets the reception. However, it gets pulled back. That's Shockey's second catch of the year, and it gets negated by Larry Little on the Fury side right there, the left tackle.
A big rivalry between the Immortals and Fury. I know Fury with just the one loss in their ledger right now, but we'll have to see. Have they been coasting too long as they head into the playoffs? We're going to find out. After that huge catch from Jeremy Shockey on a tremendous throw from Peyton Manning.
Is that another catch by Shockey? So Manning, and you know what? Give credit. Immortals have been scouting, and Phil Beavis, our guy Phil, versus John, he has been chomping at the bit. He's just been dying to get his hands back on the Fury after they embarrassed him in week 2. Going end zone, and it's a touchdown. Marvin Harrison for the Fury. Harrison with the TD for the Fury. And hey, you know what? Must have skipped forward. They got a 2-point conversion magically. The magic of Axis football. So it's 8-0 Fury early off of that quick strike there, Jamie.
There's lots of respect from that one. Like, you can put a 2-point convert up on the board without us seeing it. That is some kind of offense going on right now. That's some serious subterfuge going on in the game here so far in the game of the week.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? We'll keep jumping the chat, people. Say hello, click subscribe, click that follow button, throw some bits, throw some cheers in there. We have Immortals and Brett Favre. And these two quarterback-wise have been going back and forth in the stat category, leadership in touchdowns, in passing yards. Brett Favre right now second in touchdowns, third in passing yards in the entire AFLL, entering and finishing week 15. Favre, double coverage, and he got it. Right to Terrell Owens. T.O.
You know, Terrell Owens was known for the odd occasional drop here and there, but he has been absolutely on fire for the Immortals. He's worked out a nice little chemistry going on with Brett Favre right now, which is, pretty easy to do considering the arm that this guy has.
Well, no kidding. And it is an embarrassment of riches, really, Jamie, for the Immortals. You have Brett Favre. Jerry Rice was the team captain, and the Heat coming off of the edge, but it is swatted down just barely by John Lynch, Hall of Fame safety and GM of the 49ers. You have Jerry Rice on one side, Terrell Owens on the other, and actually, it's Terrell Owens that is leading the AFLL, not just in receiving yards, but also in touchdowns.
It's just gross. And, the Immortals, I don't want to say they got off to a slow start, but I believe, Fury's start to the season really took away a lot of the attention that was well deserved for the Immortals, who have put together a great season so far this year in what we're calling the group of death in the American Football Legends League.
It is just 3 teams made the playoffs out of it. Time Bandits, Immortals, and Fury have all clinched. Heroes FC was right there as well. And Brett Favre, nifty little slide to get away from Warren Sapp there, as Fury is going that wide 6, that devastating wide 6, as they are trying to gash that middle. And Favre got rid of it just at the last moment, complete to Jerry Rice. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 23, just outside of the red zone in Fury territory.
And Brett Favre has escaped at least 3 sacks on this drive already. It's amazing how he bounces off the hits coming in from this Fury defense so far.
Really hot, and you got the 2 linebackers clogging up that middle. Favre out of the shotgun. And he's going end zone. He's going deep back in. It is off his fingertips. And John Lynch again. So Favre testing Lynch twice early. But, Jamie, look at this front line for the Fury. Derek Thomas, Warren Sapp, John Randall, and Bruce Smith. My goodness.
Yeah, just gross. And I mean, it does. I mean, we can look at this season so far and how great this has been for Fury and Immortals. I just want to see how this all plays out. I know we have all 7 playoff spots locked up right now in Week 15, but it's just about where everybody fits in afterwards.
Yeah, that's right. And Fury 13-1, like you said.
Favre they're throwing into almost triple coverage. Would you say that was, Dan?
Yeah. Favre, listen, as great as Favre was, and he's a Hall of Famer, he was also known for quite a few interceptions. Quite a few. And Morton Anderson with the boot.
And I think, I'm okay with that. I think, too much has made a ball possession, and keeping the way Brett Favre played was one of my favorite times of football. I think that really, I was fully into the NFL at that point as a youngster, and he just really made it fun every week. I'm sure Mike Holmgren and company weren't exactly thrilled being his coach at Green Bay, and everybody else that followed on after that. But man, it sure made it exciting week after week watching Brett Favre go to work and try and force those passes in there with that elite arm that he had.
Well, wasn't it? I think Mike Holmgren told the story where he would always go on the sideline when Favre would go and scramble and throw to go, no, yes, and he catch it. He made it work. Won a Super Bowl. Shockey again. I am amazed how much that Fury is relying on Jeremy Shockey. Of course, you have Antonio Gates, who's a stud, who's going to be a Hall of Famer in his own right.
Yeah.
8-time Pro Bowler, but he's going to Shockey, and maybe that again is Immortals doing that homework and knowing you have to take away a weapon like Antonio Gates.
And that's pretty hard to take away this guy, though.
Oh, yeah, look at that. There's Marvin Harrison makes one man miss. He's going to the 40 and the 30, just shy of the 30. Marvin Harrison galloping and just taken down by the safety Emmett Thomas. One more foot, and he would have been gone.
It almost felt like Immortals had to score a touchdown in that first drive, just the way Fury is moving the football right now, and it's putting a lot of pressure on Brett Favre and company. Let's see if Fury can keep this offense going. And then, of course, oh my gosh, like Marshall Faulk, the ultimate weapon out of the backfield, too, on this offense. And this is a well-constructed offense by Fury.
Oh, sure is. Fourth in the AFLL in rushing touchdowns. Marshall Faulk picked up a gain of 1 there. And again, these two in the same division, just heated rivals. Head coach Phil Beavis for Immortals and John Sullivan for Fury have been going toe to toe, and even the ownership, Mooch, going in on it too to go after Phil. And this has been a 13-week rematch in the making. So thank you for joining us here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the AFLL, at Jamie Thomas TV on Twitter, and myself at Andy MC81. Make sure you're checking out Scope Picks too, folks. The matchup today, the Scope Pick wager for today: who gets more touchdowns in this one? Terrell Owens for Immortals or Antonio Gates for the Fury? There's Manning, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted, and Bednarik got it. Chuck Bednarik turned it up the linebacker for Immortals, scooped it up. Manning with the first INT of the day. So Favre will take over at their own 5, but he's in the end zone. So the safety watch is on right now out of the shotgun. He has Sayers and Dorsett on his left and right hip.
I think Beavis heard us on that one. He's hearing us chopping on about not getting any score, and his defense comes out huge there. But that's a big stuff on the goal line there from Fury's defense. Derek Thomas with the courtesy there.
And Derek Thomas just missed on putting Gale Sayers back in that end zone for a safety. So a loss of 4, 2nd and 14. You can't go any farther back than this, folks. They're at their 1. There's Favre again out of the shotgun. Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens with 2 wideouts. You also have Steve Smith in the slot. Going deep, over the top, and caught! And there's Owens! Terrell Owens to the 40. Is he going to be caught? He is, just barely. Almost to the 30. Brett Favre, ice water in the veins. Huge throw from his own 1. That's why I love this league, Jamie. Oh, man.
Fury threw everything up the middle there, and the offensive line of the Immortals holding up.
Well done. And there's Favre. The pressure again. A chuck, pitch, and catch completion again. And you look at this offensive line for Immortals, Jamie. You got Jim Ringo at left tackle, Tom Mack, Frank Gatsky, Ralph Neely, and Stan Jones. Mike Singletary and Jack Lambert and Harry Carson, the linebacker crew for Fury. Just a murderer's row there.
From Gale Sayers. Nice cut back to get inside for the first down there.
That's right. He just did that dip. He had that. You saw that left foot plant. A little shimmy, too. I like that little shoulder fake to the left, and then he dashed to that right to pick up that first down. Immortals trailing 8-3. 9:09 to go in the first quarter. Here in the game of the week, week 15, as we approach the playoffs. It is end zone corner, and it's caught! It is caught! Tiptoe, some toe drag swag, my goodness! Shannon Sharp with the score. That left end zone corner, Jamie. No room left, and the Immortals strike and take the lead. Wow.
And to steal a saying from Nate Burleson, the Canadian receiver, toe drag swag there in the corner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Unbelievable touchdown. So Immortals take the lead for the first time. And this is a game that they've had circled on that calendar waiting. And Fury have that top seed. So Jamie, also, the Furies have also clinched their first round bye in the playoffs. So that's important to note as well. 7 teams make the playoffs. Immortals still have are looking for that top wild card position. And actually could, depending on tiebreakers, maybe take that top spot. So I shouldn't say Fury necessarily has it locked up. I believe they do have the tiebreaker, but we'll have to work all that out after. The this rivalry is just absolutely unbelievable.
I'm looking forward to certainly we'll have lots of time here to build up the first week of the playoffs in the American Football Legends League with all 7 playoff spots locked up. Just seeding remaining to be seen here, but you touched on it. You're not Fury's 2 games up here in the division, but a couple things here and there and some tiebreakers here and there. Fury not necessarily locked in number 1 seed, but a very good, comfortable spot. And here's Jerry Shockey again
with Shockey, and Shockey makes a man miss, and Shockey goes to the 36-yard line. Peyton Manning going toe to toe, and this is the type of dream matchup you look for, right? Manning versus Favre. You got Marshall Faulk lining up opposite Mean Joe Green. This is what the Legends League is all about. First and 10, Manning, 7-step drop, surveys the field going over the middle, and it is inhaled. Inhaled right there. I believe, was that Randy Moss? I think Moss might have picked that one. Yeah.
Big Randy Moss.
Moss got that one. Hall of Famer, of course. 6th in the AFLL in touchdowns. See that nice little spread by little 4-3, and then the corner's really pinching. I like that defensive look by the Immortals, and it certainly confused Peyton Manning as he had to throw it away to the right.
Ball away there, Andy, and that's the right thing to do.
Take it, the cerebral assassin. And hey, Jamie, we talk about the Mannings. Arch Manning, son of Cooper, nephew of Peyton. He'll be entering college football. What? Not this upcoming season, but the next season, right?
Yeah, 2023. He'll be a hot commodity in our futures auction. Not this year, but next year for sure.
That's right. And folks, hey, if you want to jump in the futures auction, which is where you become a scout, Jamie's director of scouting, you can purchase the fantasy contracts of these players at auction and earn revenue off it in our new college league, our ultimate college fantasy football league. So if you want to do that, just hit Jamie up on Twitter or right here in the chat. And complete to Shockey again. I'm very surprised. Shockey has not been this busy all year.
You just get the feeling that Shockey's going to have 20, 25 receptions by the end of this football game.
Yeah. And Adam Vinatieri, what a career he had. And 32-yarder is good. So another lead change as the Fury take an 11-10 lead.
You just get the feeling this could be this 2-hour type of game, Andy, with these teams going back and forth with the offenses that both sides have in this one. And
I got my water.
Another useless kickoff. One of the worst plays in sports right now.
It's true. It's true. Just boot it out and just never seem to that much comes out of it anymore. But
no.
So let's take a look at this offense. So you also have, in addition to Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens, you have Steve Smith, you got Jordy Nelson, Shannon Sharp, Gale Sayers, Tony Dorsett, who are in and blocking because Fury bring the heat. So it looks like Favre is holding both running backs. And he's going one-on-one coverage over the top, and he caught it. Jerry Rice to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown. Immortals. Jerry Rice beat Dick LeBeau. Outstretched arms, not to be. And Jerry Rice with the bomb catch from Brett Favre. Wow.
Ice in the veins again. That's an unbelievable throw. Just perfectly laid into the hands there. Easy for Jerry Rice to catch it and take it in for a touchdown. And another lead change in this football game, which I think we're going to see, the first of probably. Let's just go over under 10 here in lead changes as this football game rolls on.
This is phenomenal, people. If you don't find this entertaining, I don't want to talk to you. Sorry, I don't want to know you if you don't find this entertaining. That's right.
That's what it is.
You never had it. That's right.
It doesn't take much to lose our respect, but I mean,
that's
you're losing
right.
Our respect.
This is just sensational here on Access Football, and lots of improvements coming next year as well. Hop in the chat, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Let's see Manning all alone, and that is right over the top, and a contested catch, Marvin Harrison. And look, Jamie, that's just a great catch by Harrison, right on Eugene Robinson, and that was just one of those jump balls, and Harrison just wanted it more. 7th in the AFLL in receiving yards.
Just unbelievable. I mean, that relationship that those two had during their time with the Indianapolis Colts, now just carrying over to the Immortals. Some great roster structuring by the Immortals to bring these two legends together on the same football team.
There's Shockey with the Fury. Yeah, you had Mooch and John building this team out, and it's been a juggernaut. Now, but Jamie, like every juggernaut, you can be defeated any given Sunday or day here in the AFLL. Demo Gods beat him, so 13-1. Marshall Falk cuts slices to that left. Shoulder tackle dive by Junior Seau. The late, great 3-yard gain by Falk. Let's see what the Fury can do here. We've already had 2 lead changes. Got Moss and Holt to the left. No play action. Going back at the end zone and touchdown. It's a touchdown, and it's to Randy Moss, the Hall of Famer. Drinks it in, and we are tied at 17. We'll see what this extra point does. I'm sure it will be good, and it is. So, Jamie, we're how far? First quarter, and we've had 3 lead changes. This is sensational.
And I thought that pass was going right into the open arms of outstretched arms of the defender, but in comes Randy Moss the last second. And clearly, Peyton Manning seeing something that we did not see, and the defense did not see. And when you're a defender and you just stand there and waiting for the football to come to you, that's the wrong idea, especially with somebody like Randy Moss lurking around the end zone.
Oh, yeah. Look at the safeties he beat. Mel Renfro, Emmett Thomas. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is great. Brett Favre, Gale Sayers, Tony Dorsett. And look at that wide 6. Ooh. You can just tell they are hopped up on something. They are they've hit the bucket of amphetamines like in the old days back in the NFL locker room. They're hyped up on aspirin right now. There's Favre. And Favre, triple coverage, incomplete.
That was the hot thing back then, wasn't it? Acid?
Oh yeah, I think it was acid. I read a book. Was it North Dallas 40?
Yeah.
It was a great. But did you ever read that one, Jamie?
No, I'm on it.
Oh,
I
great book. It was
a Cowboys book that I read too. It was about all their shenanigans in the 90s. That's something else too. I can't remember off the top of my head though.
Jerry Rice, first down, moves the chains. It was by a real player based, like the characters were fictional, but it was based on like real scenarios, so he didn't get in trouble, I guess. But yeah, in that book they go through a whole bunch of stuff, people getting drunk high before but also like the bucket of amphetamines in the locker room. You just like Smarties, just grab in and then just pop them, and then you the thing is you can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Right? You can't feel it. Double coverage, incomplete. You had Rod Woodson and Ronnie Lott in there. Lucky that wasn't taken for a pick. As the Immortals find themselves second down and 10 from their own 36. That wide 6, Singletary and Lambert, the 2 linebackers. You had Harry Carson move up front. Owens and Smith on that right side, and Favre shakes off the blitz and completes it to Jerry Rice. Are you kidding me? 3rd and inches. You had Warren Sapp. Jamie, Warren Sapp should have about 3 sacks right now, and Brett Favre is just able to little Texas 2-step out of the way there. Unbelievable.
You know, that was one of the greatest moments early on of our American Football Legends League when QB Killa responded back on Twitter after one of his 20 sack performances. That
was great.
That was like, that made the year for us already.
Great.
And I mean, the guy of that magnitude and played such a high level for such a long time in the University of Miami, and then of course the National Football League as well. But that was pretty cool. It's been really hard to top at this point. Still trying to see what kind of responses we're getting from the players that we have from the American Football Legends League. And you were talking about acid and certain drugs. How about Bart Scott telling Josh Allen in the playoffs to use Viagra for cold weather?
Really?
Yes.
That's so funny.
He said
that's so
clearly. Well, when you get cold, it's all about your blood pumping
through the
veins and stuff.
Right.
Warm. That's going to keep the blood pumping for sure.
Well, as Jeremy Shockey is taking that gain too. there might be something to be said for that, Jamie, because there was in the Winter Olympics this year,
Yeah.
there was a guy in one of the skating events who's, to be blunt, his junk froze to his leg during the event, and afterwards he needed medical attention.
Yeah.
So maybe the blue pill would have helped him out there. Jeremy Shockey, what's going on? What's going on with Jeremy Shockey?
And there's absolutely no response from the Immortals. They cannot find Jeremy Shockey here. It is something else.
Well, the thing is, you'd think first glance, Jamie, you focus on Antonio Gates. They've taken away Gates, but Peyton Manning is finding Shockey. That's why he's so good. And Randy Moss, speaking of good, over the 40-yard line. And Manning really exploiting that middle, which is surprising because you have Junior Seau and Hall of Famer Kevin Green, former WCW wrestler Kevin Green, who are over there, and they're having some trouble right now.
Okay, finally got through to him. Oof.
And yeah, Manning got it just away in time. I think I'm a couple seconds behind you on the leg.
That's okay. I'll pause a little bit with my reaction and my emotions.
There you go. I have a few things. I found some very interesting information on Leo Nomalini, who's the defensive end, one of the defensive ends for the Immortals, as that pass is broken up, intended for Randy Moss. Mel Renfro said, the 10-time Pro Bowler. But if Nomalini makes a play, and even if he doesn't, I found some really cool stuff on him. We'll talk about him as the game goes on. Buck 19 to go in this first quarter. 18-17 Fury. Manning lots of time in that clean pocket, and it's complete. Randy Moss, and he was pushed over that first down line. A gain of 11. And there's the thing, Jamie. It's kind of that damned if you do or you don't situation. If you don't pressure Peyton Manning, he will have all day and beat you. If you do, then he still might beat you. And you pressure him there, and he didn't. As you saw, Chuck Benaric.
I don't know how he gets up after that. I don't know how he gets up.
Thank goodness injuries are off. Jamie, I swear, we should have one game, just an exhibition game, and leave injuries at full.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have a roster with these guys. Marshall Faulk. Oh.
Just one Super Bowl at the end of the year after everything's done, like the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
Injuries are on. That's what we should have.
All injuries. Yeah. Injuries in like the snow.
The exact
make it weather.
Of what happens in the Pro Bowl in the National Football League.
Yeah.
We should have injuries on for the American Football Legends League.
All concussions.
Pro Bowl game.
Oh my gosh. All concussions.
Sorry.
Manning. And it's intercepted. It is intercepted. And Woodson, he's in the end zone. Charles Woodson fought off Randy Moss. Usually you get Moss. Moss got Woodson right there. Another pick on Peyton Manning. Let's see what Brett Favre can do from it. Look like Fury. We're going to be marching the whole way. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun again. Brett Favre, little pitch and catch. Jerry Rice going to get to midfield. Makes one man miss and a nice block. Give credit there, Jamie, to Shannon Sharp, who blocks Singletary to allow Jerry Rice to get those 5 extra yards. End of the first quarter, 18-17, people. My goodness.
And that's the best thing. Like, in this game, you can't get hurt, so you will step in front of Mike Singletary because you're not going to get hurt. So that part, the mental side of the game.
We got in the chat here on Twitch. We got the originals. That's Walt Harris. A shootout. Yes, you're darn right, Walt. And Crypto Klein. Furr is here to win. No doubt. So's Jerry Rice and the Immortals. Another completion there. Absolutely. Walt Harris, by the way, Jimmy, Walt Harris had a heck of a week in his originals game in their victory. And they have been streaking the last 4 or 5 weeks originals. The rest of the league is lucky that there's not another 3 months of this season. Otherwise, I think Walt Harris and his crew would be marching to a division title.
I feel like that's almost you're a little upset if you're Walt Harris on that one because you're starting to get things together at the right time and you just ran out of time. Which
that's it.
There's got to be nothing more frustrating than that, considering how well the originals are playing. They have beat some big time teams.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Pardon
absolutely.
my terminology there for a second. Speaking of
Walt Harris. Walt had 2 interceptions this week. Oh, and Brett Favre inhaled Derek Thomas just with a spoon. They're sending a message to Brett Favre. But Warren Sapp so far denied 1999 Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, Super Bowl champ of Tampa Bay has been denied 3 different times. Folks, make sure if you're in here, get that link, share it out on your social media, put it in the chats, all that. Get more people in to see this classic Immortals and Fury. And it's intercepted. It is intercepted. Mike Singletary to the 40. Wow. Whoa. Jamie, that was one Gale Sayers tackle away. Gale Sayers with the nice form. Because if he didn't get Mike Singletary there, that was a pick six to the house.
And how about like Brett Favre
Wow.
takes a massive hit there. That's why he throws that interception.
Yeah, he was loopy a little bit here. Walt saying, Andy, you got that right. LOL. Look, our originals are going to make some noise next year, folks. I'm telling you. And look at that, right off the interception. Antonio Gates. We're talking about Jeremy Shockey all night. Antonio Gates with the touchdown after that Mike Singletary interception. So Manning off the Singletary INT, chucks it up, count it. And it is Gates who has the lead on the Terrell Owens, Antonio Gates scope pick so far. Who's going to get more touchdowns in this game? Antonio Gates or the NFL or the AFLL touchdown leader, Terrell Owens. And Walt, absolutely, what a game. This is great, folks. Share it, like it, sub, throw some bits in, all that good stuff. Let's have some fun here tonight. Fury, 25-17, 14:05 to go in the first half.
Here are the Immortals. That's the ultimate kick in the nuts. You get moving down the field, you get picked off, and then the first play after you turn the ball over ends up in your end zone. That's
right there. It's right, but we know Brett Favre has zero memory. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this guy goes into triple coverage again.
It's gone.
He does. It's gone. Terrell Owens right side in a two-set bunch with Steve Smith. Rice on the left side. Favre, he's back. Shakes off it. Now he throws the ball away smartly, but again, just that in that phone booth footwork, Jamie, where he's able to avoid Warren Sapp. Sapp can't get him. And Favre going back again. That's 6, and those linebackers creeping in. Pressure coming up the middle. Line is holding, and there's Jerry Rice. Oh, Jerry Rice headshot. Ref, that is a headshot. That was a shoulder, forearm, old school 1950s headshot, Jamie. Oh my.
Yeah, and Jerry Rice would get up from that anyways, for real.
Oh, he would.
There's
that
no
was by
question
Jack
about that.
Lambert. You know Jack Lambert, Hall of Famer, 9-time Pro Bowler, one of the nastiest, meanest dudes who ever crossed the gridiron. Double sack attack. Derek Thomas was in there. I hope they give Warren Sapp a half sack credit on that. But Derek Thomas, another sack on Brett Favre to push him back 2nd and 20 from their own 34. That internal pressure.
Oh.
Sayers and Dorsett on the hips of Favre. And another sack. Is that Thomas again? It is. Derek Thomas is blasting through Tom Mack right now. The left guard. Looks like they're bypassing Ringo, tying him up with some extra pressure on that 6th front. And Tom Mack is being overwhelmed.
Derek Thomas is coming through cleanly time and time again here for Fury. And the Immortals got to come up with some kind of answer here.
3rd and 30. After that Peyton Manning touchdown.
I bet you my house
Following
will
the
get a first
Singletary.
down here.
Let's see. Get that beautiful house in Winnipeg. Let's go. It's going to be mine, Jamie. It's going to be mine. You're going to have to leave Winnipeg.
Safe.
Let's
The
see.
house-
Oh.
The house is safe. The
Oh,
house is safe.
you would have had to leave Winnipeg, Jamie. Darn. Almost. Guess you can stay. Guess you can stay.
There's many things you could say, but here's the thing.
That's
I
right.
just had the roofer guy come over because we had the torrential rain. It was like the 40 days and 40 nights of rain here in Winnipeg. I had great news from the roofer today. I don't have to get a brand new roof, so that's a good thing.
There you go. Shane Leckler boots it out of the end zone. Let's see if this Immortals defense can hold Fury. Both these teams, Jamie, that's why we always say in the AFLL, no lead is safe. And while it's true, in this case, it's extra true.
Oh.
Immortals are not going away, says Walt. Absolutely, Walt. You're right. And going to fault, the running game, Buchanan takes it down the backfield, loss of 3.
One
Immortals
day I
aren't
wanna
going
get Walt
away.
on the show during one of our games to ask him what he thinks of today's athlete and the way hitting has been taken out of football. I'm so curious. I didn't get a chance to ask him that, but I really want to know his thoughts on that.
We'll get him on maybe during the playoffs there as it's a first down conversion. Peyton Manning dealing. And yeah, Walt's one of, I'm not just saying because he's in the chat, just one of the nicest guys, so well-spoken and knows his football. Obviously a Pro Bowler, defensive back, first-round pick of the Bears, played with the 49ers, knows his stuff. Heck of a game. Listen, what's great about Walt with this league and the originals, that's a completion, is he's an owner, he's the head coach, and he's the player. And he was his own team captain. The complete package, all aspects. I'm sure this is what Jerry Jones would have done too if he had the athletic attributes. Jeremy Shockey, what's going on with Shockey?
Or if he was just a little bit younger, like Jerry Jones would be like Putin. Like it's all hole in ones. When he plays golf, he's
Hockey,
scores a hat
scoring
trick on
goals.
the ice.
Yeah, right. 25-17 for the Fury. 3-step drop. Fires out to that right side. Jeremy Shockey with another first down.
Oh, gosh.
I'll be interested to see what Shockey's stat line was before this game, Jamie.
Yeah.
And then after. I bet you he has more tackles in this game than maybe all year.
That's just great.
You like
play
something
calling,
to see?
though, right? You have all
Credit
these
to
weapons.
John.
You got to figure out a way to fit them in every single week, and they're certainly doing that this week around in week 6 or 15 for that matter.
Safety blitz coming on that one by Emmett Thomas. And he was able to stop Marshall Falk trying to zip to that right side. 2nd and 12 from the 47 of the Immortals. And Leo Nomalini. Yes, I get to talk about Leo Nomalini, Jamie. I'll start with the football side. Born in Lucca, Italy, 10-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famers, and named to the All-50s team, played with the 49ers. On his next play, or at some point during this game, he was also had a heck of a pro wrestling career, Jamie.
Okay, well,
Leo Nomalini.
you have to be a pro wrestler at some point in your life if you're that size.
Well, no doubt. 6'3", 259, especially in that era in the 50s. Caught by guess who? It's Jeremy Shockey again. 4th and 15. Vinatieri will come out to try the field goal. And that should be, what, a 41, 42 yarder? Let's see. 48 yarder. My math is terrible. Is good by the Fury.
The
28
digital
to
numbers,
17.
Andy, it's like a little hard to tell, especially
Yeah.
the pace of moving. Well, hey, good to see you, Phil. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, there he is. Phil's coming in. There you go. Phil, heck of a ball game, man. As you know, obviously. I hope you were listening, Phil. Your ears must have been burning. We've been singing your praises all game long. You and John, heck of a team build this year, a run. And Phil, tell us, you've been waiting, frothing at the mouth every week, wanting this rematch. 13 weeks in the making since Fury beat the Immortals in week 2. You've been waiting for this one. And we got in the pistol formation, Brett Favre. You got Gale Sayers in the back. 3 receiver bunch on the left, led by Jerry Rice. And Favre just able to shake away Warren Sapp again. Sapp cannot take down Brett Favre in this ballgame. He can't do it. I don't know how. The dude got 20 sacks in one game this year. Can't take down Brett Favre.
He's not going to give him the Michael Strahan freebie.
No, he's slippery. Favre's slippery when it comes to Warren Sapp. Got that 6-man spread. Trying to blast that middle. Now over the top, and it is complete. Jerry Rice. And just a nice, simple, right in the chest. Jerry Rice with the turn, the hands out, and is able to catch it in stride. And that's what's so important, right, Jamie? You have to lead the receivers so they don't have to slow down. They just catch it in stride and keep going.
Yeah, and stay away from the suicide pass. Although nobody can get hurt, still not fun to get hit that hard.
Still nasty. Phil says he's been begging to get his hands back on the Fury all year. I know. And now's the chance. And maybe, I don't know how things are going to align, maybe a shot at one another in the playoffs. Wouldn't that be the ultimate? Woo.
And I think we'll keep this schedule structure where the division teams will all play each other to start the year and then play and finish off against one another.
Yeah, that's good. That's a lot of fun.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
rivalries to begin and end the year. And Favre avoids the sack, throws over the top, and it is taken away by John Lynch. Got that poke in, intended for Terrell Owens, who again, AFLL leader in touchdowns and receiving yards. You'd automatically just think, Jamie, Jerry Rice is the guy, but Rice is 3rd in receiving yards. Still a heck of a year. And welcome everybody to the chat. You have joined us at a great time. Fury 28-17. We've had 4 team game change leads right now, score change leads in this first half. So if you're in here, you get the bits at the very top of your screen.
Ooh.
Click get bits, throw some cheers in.
We're not going to try this.
They're going to do. How long is this field goal?
What?
It's
the
got to be
hell?
70 yards. Let's see. I know Anderson's got a leg on him. It's up. It's back. And a 68-yarder, no good. Morton Anderson going for broke.
Was the wind at his back on that one?
I don't know. He saw something he liked. Look, it was straight enough, just didn't have the distance at 68
a little
yards.
bit short.
Just a little bit short. But throw some bits in, guys. Click subscribe. Go subscribe. Click follow. Share the link. Get people watching this crazy stuff. This is amazing. And all alone is it caught. It is. Touchdown, Moss. Randy Moss beat the coverage all alone. He juked out Ronnie Lott. A rare misstep, an ankle break move on Lott. And Randy Moss. My goodness. Actually, sorry, Mel Renfro beat Renfro on that.
Listen,
Not Lott.
I
Beat
don't know, like,
Renfro.
that's a turning point in this game. I don't know if you kicked that field goal.
It was just a one shot, and Peyton Manning has now struck quick on the first pass of 2 drives for Majors.
Off turnover, well, essentially turnovers. Like it just.
Yeah. Walt says, "What a leg, almost." That's right, Walt, almost a leg.
And I think you have to play aggressive against the Fury. That's if you play, you sit back and try and do stuff. That's the only way you can beat these guys.
Yeah, Walt says bad communication, coverage bust, absolutely. And Favre able to stand tall and get that ball away again. That is the 6th time, I'm not kidding, folks, that he's gotten away from Warren Sapp. There is just he's got maybe it's an eye head fake, I'm not sure.
Got the old Vaseline on the shirt, on the jersey.
Perhaps, but Derek Thomas can get him. That's what's so confusing. A little pitch out to Gale Sayers. Sayers cuts and puts that shoulder down, plows his way through a gain of 8. Nice quick pitch to the left for Sayers from Favre.
Okay, well, Phil says he's got a 65-yard plus field goal on the ledger.
Ah, okay. Hey, you know what? You got to test the distance, right? If you got 65, maybe there's 68. Now we know 68 is not going to work, so 65 is that sort of line, I guess. Now 4th and 2. So the Immortals have been stopped. Oh, are they going to go for it? You said it, Jamie. Aggressive. Let's go.
Well, Phil, you are the master.
Let's go. He's a madman out of the pistol. 3 receiver on the wide left. On the road as well. Yes, Sayers, the running back, calls the audible. Waits, got rid of it. Intercepted! Intercepted! And it's Klecko. Intercepted. Joe Klecko with the INT on 4th down. Favre rush, had to chuck it, was looking for Sharp. Klecko, and now prime position for the Fury already on the pitch. Cuts in for a gain of 4.
Yeah,
they marked it 3. I thought it was 4.
Here. They haven't stepped up yet.
They have to, as Peyton Manning went for the flip-off to Marshall Faulk, 7-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Offensive Player of the Year. You forget sometimes how great Marshall Faulk was.
Crypto Klein, thank you.
And it is end zone back. And it's knocked down. Eugene Robinson. Oh, thanks, brother. Crypto Klein with this subscription, Tier 1. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I love you, son.
There you go. Rick Rock saying intercepted. Guys, we have seen turnovers. We have seen scores. We have seen catches, runs, 6 tackles. Let's see what we got here.
There we go. Got him.
Manning.
4th and 7. They held.
That's a time. Yep. 4th and 7. And Adam Vinatieri will come out to try for that field goal. Should be automatic for a guy like Vinatieri. It's up, it's back, and it is good from 42 yards out. So now we're seeing 38-17. We've had 4 lead changes in this opening half. Now let's see what the Immortals can do. We know, Jamie, at least the good thing is, you know Brett Favre will not be rattled. He will not be worried. He will not be timid. They're going to keep going right at them, I'm sure.
No, and I mean, the defense just did them a favor right now, so now they got to return that favor.
Yeah. And Walt's saying this game feels like it's still anyone's game with the fast pace. Walt, I think you're right. Like, these guys can score a touchdown like any second, either of these offense. No doubt. Owens and Smith on the right, Jerry Rice, lone receiver on the left. Gale Sayers, Tony Dorsett on the hips of Favre. Shuffles to the left, goes over the middle. It is caught through double coverage. Thread that needle to Jerry Rice. Ball on a string. Into Fury territory. This game, my goodness, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's going to be hard to go to sleep tonight.
Oh, baby. Let's see. There's Favre. And Favre pushes off Sapp again. I don't know how he does it. Derek Thomas can take him down. Warren Sapp, I don't know.
There's a documentary coming up on this one.
It's got to be coming. The curious case of Warren Sapp versus Brett Favre, because Sapp is a sack monster. QB killer is his Twitter handle. Like we said earlier, he mentioned us on Twitter when he won Player of the Week 1 week earlier in the season. There's Favre, lots of pressure. Thomas hit him, but he got away to Rice, and he gets to the 30 as he is taken down by Rod Woodson, who came over from that coverage. Brett Favre, as he's getting hit right in the solar plexus, he's still able to get the release. Going back to that 3 receiver set. Don't forget about Shannon Sharp as well. Favre, pressure coming. Favre avoids the sack again, throws it away.
Oh my God.
I don't remember Favre having that. Like, he was quick. I don't remember him being quite that nimble.
It's like when you're in the schoolyard. Remember you wore those winter jackets, those starter
Oh.
jackets? They had that slippery stuff on. That's what he's got on right now.
That's right.
The big Puma
Another
starter
first down.
jacket.
Says Rick Rock 369. Yes. Favre, empty backfield, over the middle. Automatic to Steve Smith. He's got a big mouth on him. I don't like him as a personality personally, but as a quick little zippy receiver, that guy's good. Real good. Favre has sat begging at his feet. That's right, Walt. That's right. Derek Thomas has gotten him 3 times today. Sapp,
Nothing.
not so much.
Nothing.
Carson with the tackle there. All right, let's see. It is 2nd and 12. Favre changing the play. Again with the 3 receiver out of the shotgun. Needs those 2 running backs for blocking protection. Lots of time. Back in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Fails to click. John Lynch has been busy today. GM of the 49ers and Hall of Fame safety with the pass breakup.
Went through 4 pairs of arms there almost.
Man. There's Favre with the hard cadence trying to call that, catch that defensive line. 3rd and 12 in the red zone from the 16. Linebackers creep in. There's Favre. Right over the center, and yeah, incomplete. Shannon Sharp. And he's usually pretty automatic as well, but that is a costly miss on the first down, so Morton Anderson will put the kick up. It is good from 33 yards, so putting points on the board, but 38-28, 5:12 to go in the opening half. We'll take a quick intermission at halftime, come back for the second half. If you miss any of this ball game, folks, of course, we'll have it up on our YouTube channel as well. American Football Legends League. You can catch it and watch it on demand later.
Where's Espo today?
He's at his kid's middle school orientation,
I remember those orientations.
I believe. Field goal stops the bleeding, says Walt. Yeah. There's Manning! Speared by Nomalini! Leo the Lion! Nomalini! And Jamie's called Leo the Lion. I love a good segue. Because that was his wrestling nickname. He was called Leo the Lion. Now get this. This wasn't just some guy like a gimmick. William the Refrigerator Perry shows up at a WrestleMania 2 Royal Rumble. No, in the 50s, he wrestled in the NWA in San Francisco as that passes deep and caught. Antonio Gates on the sideline on the right side. Clock continues to run, first down into Immortals territory. But in the 1950s, NWA, National Wrestling Alliance, which was the WWF, WWE at the time, big style, the national one, in San Francisco, and with Vern Gagne in the AWA, sack by Nomalini again.
It's the Nomalini show.
10-time, Jamie. 10-time NWA Tag Team Champion, Leo Nomalini. How about that? 10-time pro. Now, you name me another athlete who is a 10-time Pro Bowler and a 10-time NWA Tag Team Champion. And also, look at that. Another sack. Junior Seau sprinting in, hitting that hole, and taking down Manning for another sack. 3rd and 26. That line consisting of Larry Little, Jim Tyrer, Joe Jacoby, Alan Fanaka, and Dwight Stevenson.
Under fire right now.
Under pressure, under fire. Let's see. Ooh, a little play action, and it is costly. There's Junior Seau, back-to-back sacks for Seau. And 4 consecutive takedowns of Peyton Manning. 4th and 32. They will be forced to punt. Out comes the only Hall of Fame punter, Ray Guy. But, Jamie, you have for Nomalini, he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Jerry Rice makes a man miss. Whoa, nice return by Rice. But also, he is in the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Unbelievable. So you have Nomalini.
I don't know if there's any guys in the league can say that.
So, how many guys can say they're a 10-time Pro Bowler, 10-time NWA Tag Team Champion, and in both the Pro Football and Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame? What a stud.
Nobody.
That's all my Nomalini info, folks. That might come up in a trivia contest. Leo the Lion.
He gave you the perfect opportunity to use it, so you can thank him for that one.
Absolutely. If he was on the right side of the dirt, I would. R.I.P. Nomalini. Stud. Passed away in 2000, but what a life he had. My goodness. Sack show, that's right, by Junior Seau. Now it's 38-20.
He opened.
There's Favre, all alone. Good holding by that line. And, incomplete. That just looked like it went off the
How did he
fingers.
drop that?
Yeah. That's a rare miss by Terrell Owens, who leads the AFLL in touchdowns and receiving yards, but
God.
just didn't get it. Which is costly. You're down by 18. You need those catches. 2:37 to go in the first half. There's Favre. Waits. Left sideline. One-on-one coverage is caught. Steve Smith. Now, you're not going to see Steve Smith, who's 5'0", win too many jump balls. But Steve Smith beat Dick LeBeau, Hall of Famer from the Lions in his own right.
Big mouth, great hands.
That's right. Yeah, I don't like him. Brett Favre, I tell him that too. Brett Favre off his hands. He was mean to a few of my Cleveland Browns. Bothered me.
You don't hold grudges, do you?
Lots of grudges, Jamie. I got lots of grudges. Lots of room.
We got to see the grudge list before this is over.
Oh, so many. Out of the shotgun. There's Favre, pressure coming. He doesn't escape that one. And it's Singletary with a sack. He says, leave this to me, Warren. I'll get him down. And Singletary, who has a pick and now a sack. 3rd and 20. Going that 3 receiver set that he likes there. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Rice the lone wideout on that left. 3-step drop out of that shotgun. Has time going sideline. Has to throw it away. Looking for Jerry Rice.
Here comes the Mort again.
Oh, boy. Morton Anderson. And you know what, Jamie? You take these points. Because you have an offense that can score so quick, you take these points, you chip, you hope for a stop. You've had some turnovers today, too. You know,
Starting
you never know.
Pressure.
Starting it. That's right. 4 straight sacks of Peyton Manning. A couple from Saya, a couple from Leo the Lion Nomalini. I still can't believe that. Hall of Famer in pro football and pro wrestling. That's phenomenal.
What a life.
Yeah, you had, though, a lot of, back in the 50s and 60s and even 70s, into the 80s a little bit, too, but NFL players opted you go wrestle.
Great
King Kong Mosca, Angelo Mosca.
Right. Oh, yeah, Angelo Mosca at the Grey Cup.
That's a different cat right there, man.
Yeah.
Marshall Falk with the cut back in this direction. Grabs a pair. Field refrigerator. Parry for a little bit.
Walt Harris.
Yeah.
The ultimate compliment.
That's right. That's right. From a Pro Bowler in his own right. 1st round pick. Owner also, not just in the AFLL, but also in the Ultimate College Fantasy Football League. So Walt Harris co-owning with ESPN host Jake Wimberly, as Manning has to throw that away as he was being taken to the turf. So we'll have to see Walt working on his team name, see what that looks like in this exciting 8-team inaugural season of the UCFFL. Actually, Phil and John, the 2 coaches of this game, also have teams in the Ultimate College Fantasy Football League, and it is caught. The little play action, Antonio Gates, 1st down, moves those chains, clock is running.
I feel like Peyton Manning's back bent a little bit on that hit that he took, but he still got the pass off.
Yeah. And you got Mean Joe Green coming at you. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year on that left edge.
Great, but oh my gosh.
There's Manning. Clean pocket. Pressure coming. He's going into double cover, and it is out of play. Out of play. Eugene Robinson, then Emmett Thomas came down to help.
The offenses are slowing down a little bit. The defenses are picking things up a lot.
Got that soft coverage here. You got Woodson covering up on Moss, and Marshall Falk grabbed 2.
Hello,
he
Max.
pushed his way forward.
Welcome, buddy.
There's Max. There he is. Just got home. How's rush hour in Dallas, Max? Hope it wasn't too bad for you. Manning. He coming over the middle. Double coverage, and it is incomplete. Failed to click. You had Seau and Kevin Green. You talk about wrestlers. Kevin Green teamed with Diamond Dallas Page and a few other wrestlers. They said if he would have stuck with it, with his luck, he could have been a world champ. But he went back to football.
That turned out
That was
all
in the
right.
late 90s. Turned out okay. But late 90s, he could have gone. He was one of the last guys to really do a back and forth in the offseason. He had the look. He was pretty impressive with his moves, too. All right. Under a minute to go in this first half. Plenty of time. You're right, Max. Plenty of time. in this back and forth. We had 4 lead changes already. Brett Favre. And speaking of time, it is caught. It's caught. Jerry Rice. The 45-35. Jerry Rice. 43 seconds left. Clock is running. Immortals are marching. Rice again on that left side. Taking lots of time, though. Trying to read that defense. And Brett Favre, that hurry-up offense. As the Fury are making some changes. First down to 23. Sayers and Dorsett on the hips. Pressure coming. Oh Brett Favre was not escaping. Brett Favre was not escaping that. You had Thomas, Sapp, and Singletary in your face. That just blew up. Matt Gatsky and Neely had no chance in that interior offensive line. Yes, I don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or not. You're not stopping those guys. There's Favre.
There's something.
Second and 19. Something. Oh, he wasn't that. Oh my God. That's a throwback. What year was that? Was that mid-90s?
Something about Mary?
Now. Oh yeah, Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice to the 19. Rice to the 19. 26 seconds left.
1998.
98. What a film. That was a great movie. And Brett Favre, you're right. Into the red zone at the 19. Immortals trying to get one more score before the end of the half. Favre drops back. Pressure coming. Evades the sack. Throws it away. Threw it away. Got away from John Randall that time. Boy, Favre could have been sacked about 30 times so far in this first half. 15 seconds to go. And again, sticking with that same defense and offense. They're playing a little cat and mouse, a little jab, like heavyweight boxers in a title fight, Jamie. Just jabbing, feeling each other out. Same type of offense. Pressure coming. Favre cannot escape. And it's Lambert. Jack Lambert. Timeout called. Jack Lambert. 1974. Defensive Rookie of the Year. 4-time Super Bowl champ. And Hall of Famer. No, you're right. Just some of the look from those guys, especially from like the 70s, Jamie. Those look like actual, like, mean dudes.
They look like wrestlers.
Yes. Just angry men. 3rd and 20. Pushed out of the red zone at the 29. Still in field goal range, of course. Favre. Waiting. Avoids the sack. Has to throw it away. And I would think, I'm not going to predict because the Immortals have been aggressive before, but okay, they are going for the field goal. Morton Anderson. And a nice defensive stop by the Fury. A couple back, bending but not breaking, Jamie, holding them to 3.
Yep, but Immortals continue to chip away at this lead with some field goals. Morton Anderson deadly with the leg outside of the 68-yard marathon that he kicked.
Brett Favre up. Yeah. That's right. Oh, hey, Commissioner Max's free sub op for anyone viewing. Okay. Hey, Max, let's say whoever shares and gets someone else to jump in gets a free sub. If you share the link to the game and they come in and say, hey, so-and-so refer me, you get a free Twitch sub. How about that? 3 seconds left in the half. We'll take a quick halftime break, pretty much so I can fill up my water, and then come back for the second half. Get ready. There's Manning. Manning, waiting, standing. Nobody pressure. It's over, and it is caught. Antonio Gates, and the clock hits 0 for the first half, coming to an end, 38-26. So we will pause the game right there, take a very quick break. 38-26 at the half. Fury leading the Immortals. I have a feeling we got a hot finish coming up. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it'll be Immortals versus Fury. Don't go anywhere. Share it. Sub, follow, throw some bits in. We'll be right back. Game of the week in week 15 of the American Football Legends.
First and 10. They're changing things up at the line.
All right, everybody, we are back to the AFLL Week 15 Game of the Week. I'm Andy McNamara. Jamie Thomas is going to be back on with me in a little bit. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at the AFLL, at AndyMC81. And, of course, hey, get us UFFsports.com/AFLL. Make sure you check everything out there. And there's Randy Moss to the 45. Now, based on time constraint, guys, we had to zip ahead a few minutes in this game because we still have doubleheader action. Frenzy, the fan-centric Frenzy versus the Hunters at the 9 o'clock start. But for this entire great game in its entirety, we're going to upload to YouTube later tonight so you can watch that all in its entirety. So we had to zip ahead a few minutes there just as a heads up as Peyton Manning gets sacked by Leo the Lion Nomalini, the Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and Pro Football Hall of Famer. Beavis saying this is where the O-line gets a pep talk to keep them off of Favre. Defense gets a talking to, at least a hold. That's right. Phil laying it down. I can picture Phil with a fedora, too, just going in there, chomping on a cigar, just laying into the offense. Said, you got to protect Favre. And Peyton Manning, 52-40 for the Fury, 43 to go in that third quarter. Now, folks, remember, Commissioner Max, who's in here, is going to gift a subscription on Twitch. Let's get you a whole bunch of cool stuff. If you can get somebody else outside of here to come in and say and type in, hey, if it's Phil, hey, Phil recommended me, or if it's Walt, hey, Walt recommended me, get the link, share it. If they come in and mention you, Max is going to give you a free sub to Twitch right there on the channel. So you get to subscribe to the Ultimate Fantasy Sports, support the league here. Click follow if you haven't already. Notifications on the bits up in the top part. Give us that. Throw some bits, throw some cheers in, get some shout outs. Lots of cool stuff coming. We got a little game too. It's called Sliders, I think, or Stack or something. If you scroll down a little bit, you can play that as well. Bingo is going to be coming, folks, as the punt goes. Perfect place. Is that going to get? Oh, it's still into the end zone for the touchback. So Ray Guy puts it just into that end zone. We're going to have bingo. Play bingo, win some score. There's the commish. I get some ginger ale. I love ginger ale for my voice. And afterwards, it's just perfect. I've used it for years in broadcasting. Second half, ginger ale and water. A little fizzy's help. Ooh, Max, it's a little snowman with a carrot in there. All this stuff is so strange. There's Steve Smith. Steve Smith to the 30, 25, 20. Steve Smith, is he going to be caught? He is. At the 12, Steve Smith racing. About 5'8", 5'7", Steve Smith, when he got those Jets going, very hard to stop. And Steve Smith in a foot race just got taken down by Rod Woodson. Oh, man. And there's Favre over the middle. And he's kept out of the end zone. Just kept out. There's Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice at the 1 now. You got two great running backs, Gale Sayers and Tony Dorsett on the left and right hip of Brett Favre out of the shotgun. Jerry Rice, the lone receiver on that left. At the 1. Going that 6 wide linebacker switching position. That's Singletary and Lambert. Dorsett! Oh, Jack Lambert got him. He had a hand and he didn't let go. He just got the leg. You saw Dorsett trying for that fullback smash. Just couldn't escape. Push back a little bit at the 3. Yeah, Shannon Sharp in the slot moved out to that on that right side. Play clock at 14 ticking down. And avoids the sack. And has to throw it away. Looking for Jerry Rice. Brett Favre. Yeah, it really seems Singletary's gotten him. Derek Thomas has gotten to him. Just not Warren Sapp. Not yet. I formation. Dorsett the lead back. Sayers behind him. In that goal line, that jumbo. 52-40 for Fury. Pocket holds. Touchdown! Touchdown to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp with that cut right over the middle. Lambert was backing off to try to go into coverage, and it was just a perfectly thrown ball. Lambert was there. It was perfect positioning, but Shannon Sharp with those big old hands gets the score for the Immortals. And hold on, folks. Look at this. 52-47 now for the Immortals. How will the Fury be able to respond? Oh, a rare return. Devin Hester to the 17-yard line as he is air tackled.
This drive will begin from the 18-yard line.
Hester, what a dynamite return man in his day, of course.
Adjust the assignments for one of the players.
And we got Peyton Manning, Marshall Falk
Steps into the pocket.
in the backfield. Larry Zonka, the fullback.
Over the center of the field.
Randy Moss out wide left.
Set of downs.
He's being covered by Charles Woodson. Manning. Deep ball 101. It is. Did he get that? He got that.
To adjust the route.
How the heck did Randy Moss get that in? That Peyton Manning, Randy Moss combo. You have Marvin Harrison as well. Hester in the slot. Tory Holt, rather. And Peyton Manning. Leo Nomalini. What a day for Leo Nomalini. I've gone through all of his. There's no more stats or honors I can bestow on Leo Nomalini. Called the Lion in his wrestling career, 10-time NWA Tag Team Champion, 10-time Pro Bowler with the 49ers on the All-50s team. Imagine if this guy was around today doing the dual pro wrestling thing, maybe a little AEW. And Randy Moss makes his man miss to the 10. And sprinting across the field, Mel Renfro had to save Emmett Thomas, who was undressed by Randy Moss. You just see that left to right, over the top, caught him in stride, absolute textbook lead. And now the Fury in the red zone at the Immortals 7. Moss and Gates on that left.
The defense is coming on a blitz. Play action. He scores.
6 wide. 6-man front there for the 6-2. Play action. And Randy Moss is able to bulldoze his way through, use that physicality, shake off Woodson, and get the touchdown. The Hall of Famer with another TD. And the Fury give themselves a little bit of a cushion here. PAT is good by Vinatieri, who will kick off here. 5:19 to go in the third. Make sure, folks, if you haven't checked it out yet, the website's phenomenal. Comeback, says Max, absolutely. Hey, but then the Fury put up that, 59-47. If you haven't checked out the website, folks, UFFsports.com/AFLL. That's where you have all your Hall of Famer stats from this league. You have the standings. You have the schedule. Game previews by me, game recaps by Jamie Thomas. Also merchandise links to every single team on the front page, incomplete left side. So you go to UFFsports.com/AFLL. You scroll down. You get the week in review storylines, and then you can see under each team. You like the logo? Click on it. Go get some merchandise. Get a shirt. Get a hat. Get a mug. Got my UFAFL mug in the backdrop there. Get it all there. Tumblers, whatever you want. Great for Father's Day. Brett Favre. And it is complete to Smith to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Steve Smith. And that's the quickness of Steve Smith. He can break your ankles, make you miss, and then he's gone for 20 yards before you think about it. Going back out of the shotgun here. Share the link, folks. Get someone else to jump in. Max will gift you a free subscription to Twitch right here to our channel. Going shotgun. Terrell Owens on that right side. Pressure coming. Favre evades Warren Sapp. A flag, though. And it's Ralph Neely. So Ralph Neely, the right guard, he held, and that will be pushed back 1st and 20 now from the 29 for the Immortals. Touchdown here would make things really interesting. In that 6-2 combo, another flag. Frank Yatsky. So Immortals getting a little spooked there. So, hey, Phil, you talked to the O-line. They've been holding up well, but now getting a little, I don't know, a little undisciplined. Coach Phil's going to have to start stomping up and down the sidelines in the fedora, chomping the cigar. The old Vince Lombardi. What the hell's going on out there? Just reaming out his team. This is a big game. Big matchup here. As the Immortals have been waiting 13 weeks to try to get some revenge against the Fury, who are up. Shaking off the pressure, forced to throw it away. Jerry Rice, the nearest receiver there for the Immortals. 2nd and 25.
The quarterback sees something in the defense. Far signals out to adjust the route. Far changes the
For
play
supper, folks. I'm
assignment.
dry. Delicious, but it makes you thirsty. Had this combo on pepperoni, green pepper, and I tried red pepper. Usually I get the crispy baby spinach, but I tried a green red pepper combo. Very good with pepperoni. Favre to the 25. Steve Smith again. So we see some trends in who Brett Favre is comfortable with and what the coverage is allowing him. Take what the defense gives you. 3 receiver format again for the Immortals, sticking to that 2 on the right. Favre. Dropping back. Lots of time. Going in zone, and it is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Immortals. Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice with the score. And don't look now. The Immortals have pulled to within 5. A single major difference now for the Immortals. Martin Anderson with the PAT. Oh my. 3:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Walt Harris called it earlier. He thinks it would be a back and forth. We certainly have that. 4 lead changes in the first half. What will we have here in the second? And Peyton Manning and the Fury, so good. Peyton Manning, leader in passing yards in the AFLL, 3rd in touchdowns, and actually Peyton is 1st in interceptions, if you can believe that. Failed to click. Over the middle, broken up by Kevin Green. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. 1 more week in the regular season, then it's playoff time, baby. Playoff time. Who's going to take home that Legends Cup, that AFLL Legends Trophy? Manning. Caught by Harrison. Going back to his old faithful. It's time with the Colts. Marvin Harrison. He scored tonight. Trying to get the home crowd into it. In Fury Stadium. Beautiful Fury Stadium. First down at their own 41. Marshall Faulk, 13 years with the Colts and Rams. Manning. Thrown to double coverage. And swatted down. Emmett Thomas and Eugene Robinson are the ones breaking up that. Second and 10 now. You got Moss and Gates on that left side. Manning, tons of time. 1-on-1 coverage, and it is caught over the shoulder. It is brought in, and Peyton Manning, another first down, huge completion just outside the red zone. Moss lone wide out to the left. Moving quickly now is Manning. No pressure, going end zone. Nearly intercepted. Marvin Harrison ran over and actually played defensive back on that play. Because you had Eugene Robinson ready to get himself a little INT love. 59-54. Just over 2 minutes in the 3rd. Manning. Pressure coming from that edge. Got rid of it. Yeah, Mean Joe Green rushing in. I could not imagine the terror that people would feel if you saw Mean Joe Green or on the Fury side, Jack Lambert coming towards you. In a day as well, where you could take those forearm smashes to the head and it wouldn't be anything to the refs. And you're not making those millions of bucks that you were in today's game. Well, they get to live forever, and we see them every week here in the American Football Legends League. Play action. Caught and delivered to the end zone. Antonio Gates, the play action. Immortals bit. And Gates finds that end zone for the score. Into the 60s for the Fury. Now 66 points as Vinatieri puts it through. 2 minutes even to go in the 3rd. That offense of the Fury is so dynamic. And so is, of course, the Immortals. Make sure to give us a follow on Twitter at the AFLL, myself at AndyMC81, Instagram too at AndyMC Sports, and at the UFAFL. UFF Sports is on TikTok. We got giveaways, our SCO picks. You can play that. Facebook, of course. Lots of ways to interact with us. Lots of fun coming. College season coming up. Ultimate College Fantasy Football League. Walt Harris has a team in it. He's in the chat. Phil has a team. John from Rage has a team too. There's Favre. And it's caught by Rice. There's Jerry Rice to the 40, to the 35, the 30, stiff arm, but brought down at the 20. And the Immortals storm right back. Storm right back here. We have as back and forth of a shootout. People overuse that word shootout, gunslinger, whatever. This game, the cliche is accurate. Right to the end zone. And very, very, very close. Looking for Steve Smith. And you had Dick LeBeau hunting, ball hawking. Second down and 10 at the Fury 20. Immortals want to get that major. Stay within that one touchdown score. As we approach the end of the third. Favre, good hold up by that offensive line. And a crucial drop. A crucial drop there. Steve Smith right in his hands, and he dropped it. Nobody around him turned his head too quick, was looking to the end zone. He would have scored if he caught it, but that is costly. 3rd and 10. Will it haunt the Immortals? We'll see right now. Owens and Smith on that right side. Jerry Rice to the left. So that 6 front line spreading out wide, trying to get around those edges. All snap, pressure coming. One-on-one coverage, and it's a touchdown! Terrell Owens, T.O. with a TD! And the Immortals get into the 60s now. The point after is good, and they are within 5. What a back and forth. This is sensational. Main event, Monday Night Football. Oh, King Viking, broadcasting delay, hard to hear. Okay, King, well, we'll try our best when Jamie gets back. This is phenomenal. What a ball game. And Commissioner Max gifted a sub to Maria. Hey, well, congratulations on that. There you go. 66-61 for the Fury. Man, what an absolute stud of a ball game we have here, folks. Just phenomenal. Make sure you click follow, share the link, click subscribe. Throw some bits in. You go up top, you just click get bits. Cost you nothing, next to nothing. You throw them in there. Support the channel. We'll give you a shout out. Share the love as we join this thing. Had a great call today too, folks, on the we're going to be doing a esports Legends League tournament, King of the Legends, in the probably late June, early July. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll keep you up to date on that. One-on-one. You know what? No, that was almost double coverage. Randy Moss, as the other defender, came over the top. And it's just so automatic. He just comes from that left side right over the, and Manny, he just played just the perfect placement of the football. Would you expect anything less? And as I say that, he places it not so perfectly as the ball goes incomplete. King Viking says, would love to see both teams lose. Maybe a tie. Maybe a tie. Who knows? Hey, we could have that. Why not? Haven't had a tie this year. We've had it early on. We had an overtime. We might have had 2 overtimes this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I think we've at least had 1. This is such a fun game. One more week of the regular season, then it is playoffs. Play action. Manning surveys. It's back, and it is incomplete. Tremendous pass defense there by Mel Renfro. Now, Vinatieri going for a long field goal. Way back, and it's good. 58-yarder. 58-yarder from Vinatieri. It is good. And that field goal gives the Fury an 8-point lead. Of course, that could be a touchdown point conversion, but gives them that little bit extra. In this game, you take whatever points you can get, and we'll see how the Immortals respond. To their credit, though, of course, they were able to hold them to just 3 points. We've seen Manning and the Fury strike really quick. 2 first pass on drive touchdowns in this ball game for the Fury. Favre again out of the shotgun. Going to keep at least Sayers or Dorsett back to block, I would think. Starting at their own 25. And 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Favre taking his time. Looks pressure coming. How do you avoid those 2 sacks? And it's intercepted. The pressure was too much. And it's Woodson. Rod Woodson with the interception. So Favre was able to get away from Sapp and Thomas, but it threw him off. Had to throw off his back foot. Woodson with the interception. Fury ball. And this is where they can make some noise. This is where Fury can start to pull away. There's Manning. No pressure. Going right after with the dagger. Randy Moss to the 20 right in the red zone. Right again to Randy Moss. That over the middle. Arm reach out. Don't lose a step. No speed lost. 3 seconds left to get the play up before the quarter. They do. Play action. Manning shuffling away, and he has to throw it to that sideline out of play. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. 69-61 for the Fury. One more lap to go, folks. Maybe. Could be a tie. I don't know. Could be overtime. Who knows? We've seen just about everything in this game. This has been a ton of fun to call, and we still have a quarter to go. People, you know any football fans who like just like the game, like entertainment, like seeing these NFL dream matchups? Send them the link. Share this. Intercepted! Are you kidding me? Who got it? Buchanan got it. So an interception, comeback, and another INT by Peyton Manning. Junius Buchanan, the defensive tackle, stood up, got that pick, and now a reprieve for Favre and the Immortals. Can they take advantage? Trailing by 8. Start of this fourth quarter. There's Favre. Over the middle, caught by Rice. 17 yards and a first down. To the 38. This is a pick 'em. My goodness. This has lived up to the hype. 13 weeks, this revenge matchup in the making. Fury took the first one. Can Immortals get revenge, or will Fury shut him out and win that season series 2-0? Fury 13-1 coming into this one. Immortals 11-3. Both teams have clinched the playoff spot. And take the division title with a victory here today. Favre. 1-on-1. And it is complete to Jerry Rice. Leaping one-hander over the shoulder. Jerry Rice beat Rod Woodson, who already had a pick. But these jump balls, you can't blame the defensive back. That's just a absolutely perfectly placed ball and a receiver who's, if not the greatest, one of the greatest wideouts who ever lived. Team captain of the Immortals. Now at the Fury 31. Favre in that pocket. Right over to Jerry Rice, 10-5. And taking out, he broke 2 tackles. Jerry Rice, you had Ronnie Lott save a touchdown. The 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time Super Bowl champ saved the TD there. But now out of the I formation, Dorsett in the fullback role, Sayers behind him. And Favre, I'm not sure what the heck was happening there. Favre, some miscommunication. Look at, he stood up and Jack Lambert came in and just smashed him. And Favre did a head over here's backwards cartwheel. So now he's pushed back, 2nd and goal. Some weird miscommunication. Ball at the 6. Clock ticking down. Less than a minute has expired in this fourth quarter. Here we go. Defense, the secondary pulling up into man and press. Double coverage. And it's picked off. Are you kidding me? Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary with his 2nd interception of the day. Favre double team smoke by Thomas and Sapp. Again, got rid of it. Instead of taking the sack or trying to throw it away, let the ball loose, gambled, came up snake eyes. Marshall Faulk. And is that a safety? I think that's a safety. It should be. No? At the 1. Wow. Generous placement. Generous placement as the Immortals almost got a little revenge right away and would have picked up 2 points. But instead, it is marked down at the 1. 2nd and 14. Handed to Larry Zonka. He got, they gave him 1 yard. 3rd and 14. 2 wideouts. Zonka. And it looked like the Fury were just trying to get any sort of breathing room to punt this one away. So you get the interception. There's absolutely no harm. And the Immortals are going to get terrific field position as they'll be punting it from their 3-yard line. Or snapping it from there, be punting it out of their end zone. At the 35, Jerry Rice takes it 40-45 and 48-yard line. They will start this drive. So just about midfield. Not bad. Hey, if you got to throw a pick and you get that situation and come back and you don't lose too much time off the clock, why not? Staying out of the shotgun. Terrible spot, I know. Facepalm Circus with the thumbs up. Welcome. Welcome, Facepalm. Hey, throw us a follow, subscribe. You got some bits, chuck it in here. Thank you very much. Check out ufsports.com/AFLL. Team merchandise. Hey, why don't you pick up some Immortals or Fury merch, a shirt, mug, tumbler. You can get a pillow, I think, in there too. Whatever you want. Going to be having merchandise Mondays on the site too, so you can get discounts and deals every Monday on our UFF Sports merchandise shop. Favre out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 22, just outside the red zone. Terrell Owens, the receiver on the right side. Favre shook off another sack attempt. John Randall. However, the pressures, they won't count as a sack, but the last 2 times the double coverage broke through. Favre technically did not get sacked, but did throw interceptions off it. Got the ball away that time. Fury lead by 8. Jerry Rice, receiver on that left side. He's wide. Sayers on the left hip of Favre. Oh, that wide 6 moving close to far out. That's 6-2. Fury loves it. The offensive line holds. End zone. Back, and it is thrown way out. Favre just need to get rid of that one. Shannon Sharp, closest receiver, but he just needed to get that one away. Just over 4 minutes have gone by in this 4th quarter. What a matchup it has been, folks. 3rd and 10 now. Already in field goal range, but they obviously want more.
Pressure coming from the defense. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Owens had their jets on from the moment the ball
5 yards off the ball there. Right to the end zone and caught. Touchdown! It's a touchdown. Terrell Owens, T.O. with another TD. Terrell Owens. And the coverage was great, and it was right at the goal line. Owens got it, stepped into the red. And now the Immortals trail by a single point. 69, nice, to 68. Fury lead the Immortals, and it'll be a touchback. What a thrilling ball game, folks. Man, this is what the AFLL is all about. Dream matchups, wild scores, crazy plays. Every player in their prime. Injuries, no injuries at all. Absolutely stellar. In week 16, we'll put a bow on the regular season and the playoffs. 7 teams make the playoffs. Top seed gets the bye. 4 divisions, 3 wild card. There's Manning. Trying to get back some of that lead. Inhaled by Moss. And he's galloping to the 40, 35, 30. Gets the stiff arm out. And he is speared by Charles Woodson. Randy Moss. Woodson lost and then came back. Randy Moss. You sometimes forget how fast he was because he was so tall with those long strides. Didn't necessarily look like he was moving that fast all the time, but so once he got that momentum going, then of course the force to bring him down. Needed a spear. Manning going for pay dirt, comes up empty. Thomas and Robinson on that coverage. Moss on the wide left. Lots of time. Right sideline. And Jeremy Shockey, who had a hot first half, has cooled down somewhat, but Shockey and Gates have really been some of the big go-tos here for Manning and Shockey, especially for on the possession side during that first half. 3rd and 5. Red zone from the 15. Back in the end zone. Triple coverage. The ball sails right back out. It was kind of volleyball spiked by Emmett Thomas. It'll be a field goal attempt. Chip shot by Vinatieri. Ooh. That 32-yarder, that looked like it went right over the post. Very close. Nonetheless, 72-68. So the Immortals trail by 4. I know, Walt, right? Wow, this game, right? This is a pick'em. Man. And for you who are in the scope picks, ufsports.com/SCO picks. We have those picks and you bet your score on a prop play today. It was who gets more touchdowns, Terrell Owens or Antonio Gates. Gates right now, I've lost track. I know he has 1. Terrell has 2. Gates at least has 1, so we'll see. Oh, flag, and it's a false start by Jim Ringo on the Immortals. Ringo at left tackle. So that pushes them back, 1st and 15. Favre in the shotgun. Changing that play. From right to left, it's Owens, Smith, and then Rice is the receiving set. Linebackers pinch in. Line goes out. That's 6-2 that the Fury loves so much. They're trying to collapse that pocket. Favre, and it holds. And it's one-on-one. And Dick LeBeau comes up the better man on that play. LeBeau, of course, long time NFL head coach and defensive coordinator. A Hall of Famer in his own right. Played 1959 to 1972 with the Detroit Lions. 2nd and 15 from their own 20.
Us quarterbacks, Dave, we can only do so much. At some point, it's all on the wideout.
Yeah, it appeared to me on that one, Singletary was just trying to post up for his 3rd interception of the day. The Singletary has 2 interceptions, or at least 1 and 2 sacks. And he was just there, and it was looked like Sharp was trying to cross over. So 3rd and 15. You know the Immortal, this is a back and forth. In this type of game, folks, you got to keep scoring. Some points in some capacity. Immortals are a long way from that. At their own 20. Favre has all day. He's going for it on the double coverage. How did he catch that? How did Steve Smith catch that through 2 defenders? Through Lynch and Dick LeBeau, little Steve Smith picked it up. Incredible. So it's a 1st down. They're in Fury territory, and they're at the 27. Let's go. No lead is safe in the AFLL. Under 10 minutes left in this 4th quarter. I have no clue how this is going to finish up. This is absolutely unpredictable. And Jerry Rice, actually interesting. They moved Rice from that left to the right side on that play, put him in the slot, and have come right over the middle. Spot where Steve Smith had been playing. It's a little mix and match. 2nd and inches. Into the red zone at the 18. Not going to run it, though. Favre. That offensive line back in the end zone again. Double coverage. Looking for Shannon Sharp. You had the 2 safeties, Ronnie Lott and John Lynch. Ryan Lott 2nd in the AFLL in interceptions with 9.
The D-line adjusts their position. They're changing things up at the line. Favre adjusts the assignments for one of the players.
All right, 3rd and inches here. You going out of the shotgun. Are they going to run? Just try to get it? Or are they going to go for it on 3rd and maybe try for it on 4th? Still lots of time left. Play clock counting down. Going at the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown. Just absolutely cold-blooded. T.O. Terrell Owens with another TD. Terrell Owens at his number 3 on the day. Terrell Owens. The Fury focusing in a little bit on Jerry Rice, and maybe their attention turned to Steve Smith. You cannot forget about Terrell Owens. came into this game as the AFLL leader in touchdowns at 47 and receiving yards. He is certainly building on that touchdown lead. Unbelievable. And look at that. Our 5th lead change of the ball game, 75-72 Immortals. Phil has come all the way back, but now you have the Fury. And we have seen Peyton Manning in this game and in real life strike quick, strike often, and throw for touchdowns on the very first pass. What are we going to see here? He's under center. 7-step drop. Line is holding. And, oh, right in his hands, and he dropped it. He dropped it. Devin Hester. Devin Hester, it was right there, took his eye off the ball, and no one to blame but himself. Even the greats drop it sometimes, people. Their own 25 now. 2nd down. Zonka in the fullback role. Marshall Falcon, the rear. Manning surveying. He's going one-on-one sideline, right sideline. Tremendous coverage by Eugene Robinson. Him and Marvin Harrison one-on-one. Robinson got the hand right up in front of the face mask and was able to tip it out of play. Now it's 3rd and 10 as the Fury giving up the lead, trailing by 3. Manning going again, and it's a first down just shy of midfield. Peyton Manning put it right at the 49. They're going to mark it at the 50. Generous placement, but they gave it right at midfield to get another first down. Under 9 to play. Manning, pressure coming. Triple coverage. And he is lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. We've seen a lot of turnovers in this game. I wonder if it's going to come down to something like that. We've also seen some huge plays, as you can tell by the score, 75-72 between these two juggernauts in the AFLL. And it is caught. Randy Moss, Mel Renfro. He just went up and said, "That's mine, thank you." Gently caught it, held it like a loaf of bread, and that was brought down. First down, ball at the 18, red zone, play action, Manning going for it, incomplete. Chuck Bednarik smacking it to the turf. Immortals are impressing you, right, Rick Rock? Yeah. With that comeback, look, you're down. We had 4 lead changes in the first half. You like what you're seeing, folks? Share the link. Show the love. Tell people come see these NFL Dream matchups. Give us a follow. Subscription. We appreciate it. Throw some bits in. Grab some bits. Throw them in. Give us some cheers. End zone. Touchdown. It's a touchdown, and it's Antonio Gates. Our SCO picks, our SCO picks this week. Who's going to get more touchdowns? Gates or Terrell Owens? Well, now Antonio Gates has 2. Terrell Owens has 3 touchdowns. So depending who you placed your pick on, you're keeping close tabs on this. The point after is good. Our 6th, count it, 6th lead change of this game. Fury retake the lead, 79-75. This is incredible. This is what the AFL is all about. Okay, we got Favre back in that shotgun. I wonder what the mentality is of these coaches during this time. Is it just like, well, we're in a shootout. Every drive you got to score. I think right now with just over 8 minutes left, you have to have the mentality. Run game out the window. You're chucking it, and every single drive you have to get points in some way. Another first down for Jerry Rice, 10 on the nose. Rice has had a tremendous day. Don't need to go through his accolades, right? Hall of Famer, Super Bowls, all-time this and that. Entered the game 3rd in AFLL receiving yards, so it's Terrell Owens' teammate who's number 1. There's Favre. Step. Pitch and catch to Steve Smith. Right over the center. And Steve Smith moves the chains again. snared it in stride and was able to keep it going. Maybe this is what the Immortals need to do. Think about, like, hey, instead of going for these long bombs all the time, just chip away. You're down by 4. Keep moving those chains. Keep the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands as long as possible. Maybe that's the thinking. And right again to Jerry Rice. Go over that left to right, that right to left side. I like what the Immortals have done. They've moved Jerry Rice at times into that slot on the right side instead of keeping him wide left, mixing it up, making that Fury defense really start to think like, okay, where do I go with this? Welcome back in, Jamie Thomas. Jamie, how's it going?
Oh, look what I left.
Right?
What happened?
Right? I know. 79-75. Immortals took the lead just before you came on. Then Fury came back and retook it. So now we've had 6 lead changes in this game. 6. Oh, and Brett Favre. Derek Thomas again. Sack number 4 or 5. Warren Sapp can't get him. Derek Thomas can.
Derek Thomas likely going to be in the Defensive Player of the Week conversation after this performance.
He's got to be. Warren Sapp has 0 sacks. You cannot say that.
That's what I did.
Too many times. Too many times. But 79-75. And Jamie, I was just saying, this is a case where it's really like for each offense now, you have to think, I have to come away with some type of points because the other team is going to on each drive. There's Favre. Waits, lots of time. Right over it. Jerry Rice.
Catch that. How does he catch that?
3 defenders behind him. Jamie, you like that, though. He did the old, maybe he was learning from Antonio Gates, where you do that box out, right? You do that box out, get your hands, and do the basketball mindset. Get in front of your defenders, and he did it.
He boxed out.
Let's see what Favre can do here. 3rd and 4 from the 25. Again to that 6-2 defense for Fury. Favre, again, right over the middle. Jerry Rice. They're really liking him in that slot on the right side. They're really utilizing him there nicely. Okay. Going right back to it. And Jamie, these offense and defense, they're doing pretty much the exact same style every play. And they're forcing the other one to try to beat them. Try to beat me at my best. I love it.
Yeah, just pushing the issue every play. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy. Here's Favre. Oof. Oh, that would have been a concussion. You're stretched off the field of injuries, Ron.
He went backwards.
Oh. Like, did you see the head? Like, it's an animation, but I saw the head, like, jar. Like, that's a broken tooth. Oh. Spitting out some teeth there, Brett Favre. All right, comes right back to it, though. Favre going end zone, and it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to Steve Smith. Steve Smith with the TD, and all of a sudden, our 7 lead change.
It's ridiculous.
82-79. Let's go. I don't know how that, like, Jim, we could be having overtime. I don't know. Andrea saying, let's go, Brett. Oh, boy, you're right. Phil saying, oh, you didn't know? Oh, Corey's in the house.
Hello, Corey.
Corey.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, referee with the touchdown emoji. Phil, are you a wrestling fan? Is that a road dog Jesse James from the New Age Outlaws? Oh, you didn't know? I hope it is. That would give Leo Nomalini, Pro Wrestler Hall of Fame, would not have approved that. Pro Football Hall of Famer, too. On Team Immortals. And Bobby Dillon, though, face mask. Uh-oh. Face mask cost. This is the time where you don't want to be.
Yeah, that's undisciplined, man.
Right? You got to be careful with that. Bobby Dillon, you sort of in those nickel formations, a bit of the nickel back. All right. We got the Fury, 2nd and 24. Play action. Defensive line bit and went over to Marshall Falk. 3rd and 19. I don't hate that, Jamie, because it's a little bit of a mix-up of a play.
Yeah.
You get it to the back, he frees up, and, you know, it's not manageable, but, heck, we've seen enough 50-yard bombs in this game, so who knows?
Yeah, I think 3rd and 19 is a little bit easier to do in this game.
Are you going to wade to your house again? 3rd and 19? Put it on the line. Whoever puts in a sub.
Yep.
Whoever.
I'll do it again.
Oh, fumble, turnover. Immortals got it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Deacon Jones. 8-time Pro Bowl of the all 1960s team in the Hall of Fame. gets the ball back for the Immortals. Absolutely huge turnover with 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter, and Immortals leading. Favre out of the shotgun. You got Jerry Rice wide left. Waits at the 6. Ooh, they're going wide now, trying to get around that edge of Ringo and Jones. Favre, no pressure. It's coming. The O-line is holding. And he has to throw it away. It broke through at that last second. Derek Thomas is coming.
Smart play, smart play.
Well, you missed a couple of plays, Jamie, where Brett Favre was hit, let go of the ball at the same time, and 2 interceptions came out of it. So not a sack, but resulted in interceptions.
My wife was asking me what we were listening to on the way to get my kid, and I'm like, "That's my Andy."
That's right. Hello, Mrs. Thomas. 5:31 to go. There's Favre. And back in the end zone. Incomplete through his fingers. And luckily for the Immortals, Terrell Owens tipped it up and away because John Lynch was looking to ball hawk back. All right, 3rd and goal. After that forced fumble and recovery by DQ Jones. Can Immortals convert? And they do! And they do! A touchdown, Steve Smith. Another score for the diminutive Steve Smith. 88 points now for the Immortals. After 7 lead changes so far, the point after is good. Jamie, what a turn of events.
Yeah, like full credit to the Immortals. They get that huge turnover and then do something with it. You get the turnover in the red zone, you punch it in, you have yourself a 10-point lead with 5:25 to go. That is execution. Full credit to the Immortals for taking care of business after getting that huge turnover.
Excellently executed by the Immortals. Fury down by 10 in a rare underdog come from behind situation that they are in right now late in the ball game. They have lost 1 game this year, only one. It was the Devil Gods a couple weeks back. Division rivals, 13 weeks this rematch in the making. Fury took the first match, a play action by Manning. Just a little short dump over the middle. Got to respect that. Pick up a 5. Rick Rock says huge play the ones before. Absolutely it was. And now we'll see, Jamie. What is Peyton Manning not building a big lead, giving up the lead a few times? What do they got in mind? And it's incomplete through the fingers of Antonio Gates.
For these guys, they've had so many huge leads over the season. It's like a little bit of unfamiliar territory, but they have come back before.
Oh yeah, they have, no doubt. And certainly, boy, they got the manpower to do it. Randy Moss, Antonio Gates, Marvin Harrison, Hester, Marshall Falk. Little play action. And again, incomplete. That defense, that secondary of the Immortals stepping up. Eugene Robinson, Emmitt Smith on that right side.
They're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Wow. Gutsy at their own 30. At their own 30. Peyton Manning and the Fury are going for it. 4th and 5. All right. All right, 2-time Super Bowl champ Peyton Manning. Let's see what you got. Let's see.
No way.
Randy Moss, the wideout to the left. Manning, stepping, waiting, surveying, looking, goes deep. And incomplete. Incomplete. Looking for Randy Moss. Tremendous field position for the Immortals here, Jamie.
Massive pressure now. Peyton Manning had all kinds of time to deliver that. I thought he had a couple other guys wide open, but it went for the big bomb.
Went for the big one. Instead of 4th and 5. Now we'll see what Favre can do. Out of the shotgun again. Oh, wide open, Jerry Rice. To the 10-5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Immortals. Touchdown, Immortals. Jerry Rice throws the ball away in celebration. Unbelievable. Off of the 4th down non-convert, the Immortals strike.
It's quiet in here. It's quiet in
Wow.
here.
Wow. Yeah, in Fury Stadium, it is quiet. It is quiet. King Viking says, this is absolutely wild.
It's over. It's over.
But, is it over, Jamie? We've seen 20-point swings in a 2-minute spread in the AFLL.
I'm with King Viking 80, man. This one's over.
I honestly cannot say with any confidence that Peyton Manning, who's already has 2 drives in this game, touchdowns off the first throws, that this is over. Triple coverage, intercepted. Intercepted. Who got it? Robinson. Eugene Robinson
Does the
through triple
helicopter after he
coverage.
catches the ball.
Eugene Robinson with the pick. Peyton Manning feeling pressure. Feeling the pressure. What's Favre going to do? I know Phil and the Immortals. Jamie, they are not going to ease up at all. They want to make a
Johnson,
statement.
University of Miami, just keep the pedal down.
They want to make a statement. 13 weeks being berated, trying to trash talk the way back in, and it is. Ooh, that was nearly a pick. Woodson and Ronnie Lott in on that triple coverage. Intended for Steve Smith. So, like, 420 in this league is like a full quarter in real life NFL. Like, there's so much time. Favre shotgun. Gives it Dorsett, and the Fury saw that all the way. Jack Lambert into the backfield to smother Dorsett.
Well, Fury has Heroes FC next week, and then it's Time Bandits and Immortals.
Ooh, that'll be a good one.
Oh my God.
Time Bandits have clinched. We have 3 playoff teams clinched in that Don Shula division. Fury, Immortals, and Time Bandits. 3 of the teams. And listen, Heroes FC have had a heck of a year too. And if they were in any other division, they probably would have made the playoffs. But 3 teams. So 2 of those wild card spots in the division winner. There's Favre. Favre shakes off that pressure and it's picked off. It's intercepted. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about, Jamie. Hold on, right? Hold on. It's never over.
Oh, Nelly.
It's never over in the AFLL. Okay, Peyton Manning now feeling the pressure. You got an opportunity.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You got an opportunity. Let's see. He's under center. Offensive line holding. Going deep. All alone. And he got it. He got it. Antonio Gates. Touchdown. Touchdown, Fury. Antonio Gates with the spike. Hold on. Hold on, folks.
Shut the front door.
What I tell you. No lead is safe.
still-
Antonio Gates.
I still feel confident.
This is a 10-point ball game
Oh boy.
with 3:49 to go.
It's like a 4
I love this league.
Or in basketball, man.
Oh, King Viking saying run the ball. Tick, tick, tick. Hey, you know what? King Viking, you're right. You're right. Low time management. Phil Beaves, even running would have been too much time at this. Yeah, you know what, Phil? Actually, with 4+ minutes, you're right. Especially if you get stuffed a little bit. Until you get to 2 minutes, it might be a little bit. But okay. How did the Immortals respond? 10-point lead. Do they try to chip away? Do they try to go big? Welcome everybody who's watching here. Click follow, subscribe to the channel, get some bits, cheer us, throw it in there. We'll give you a shout out. What a game this is. Share the link. Favre. Ooh, double coverage. Yeah, the 2 safeties, Lott and Lynch, right there. Living dangerous. Like my boy Baker Mayfield woke up feeling dangerous. Not anymore.
Browns can't even sell him right now.
I
His
know.
contract.
My poor Baker. I got him right behind me.
How long do they run those commercials for with him? And
Oh, man. Yeah. You won't have any commercials anymore.
no.
He'll still get 18.5 mil. You can't feel too bad for him.
No.
One-on-one coverage. Intercepted.
Come
Intercepted.
on.
It's being run back by Green. It's being run back by Green.
Sloppy football.
Darrell Green running it back with the interception. Usually a nickel formation coming back with the big
Oh my God.
time INT. And don't look now, folks. The Fury scored, got a turnover, trailed by 10, 3:38 left. Here we go. Here we go.
This is just stupid. Here we go.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Manning from under center. The heat is coming. Got it away. And it is caught by Marshall Falk. Got 3, but better than a sack.
Remember Manning had that bad neck for a while? He's got a bad neck.
Ooh.
Hit right there.
He's got to have. Oh, boy. Yeah, he sure did. Remember, folks, after this, the fun isn't over. We have Fan-Centric Frenzy led by Garrick Jones versus the Hunters. So that's Randall Cunningham versus Dan Marino. How about that for a dream quarterback matchup? They'll be going head-to-head. Reggie White on the Fan-Centric Frenzy side as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a 9 o'clock start. So pretty much right after this one is over. And right down. Did he caught? He caught it. He caught it. Are you serious? That's at the 2. That's at the 2. Peyton Manning.
Beavis.
Wow. To Marvin Harrison. Fury down by 10. Ball at the 2. You got Falk and you have Zonka. Zonka in the fullback role. Randy Moss, wide left. Keep an eye. Do they run? Do they throw? We're going to find out right now. They're going to throw. And there's Manning. And he's sacked. And it's a fumble. It's a fumble. It's recovered. It's recovered by Alan Feneca. Peyton Manning held onto the ball.
Saved by the lineman.
Wow. Mean Joe Green gets credit for the sack and forced fumble. Feneca with the recovery. Clock is running. 2:17 left. 2nd and goal from the 11. Immortals bringing the heat. They're in that 6-2 defense as well. Got the high safety in Renfro. And another sack. Unbelievable.
Taking Peyton Manning's Coke.
Hey, Mean Joe. He ain't throwing him a towel yet. 2-minute warning, people. 2-minute warning. Oh, I'm exhausted after this one. This is great. 3rd and goal at the 19. Almost pushed out of the red zone. Fury down by 10. A field goal still gets you what you need to do, but they want Majors, and it's out of the end zone. Manning overthrew him. He overthrew Marvin Harrison, wide open man, off position. And Jamie, maybe there's something you saying from those hits. He's either seeing some ghosts, neck is hurt, who knows?
There's no injuries, but there's still concussions.
There's still concussion. You can still be loopy. 36-yarder.
Concussion's an injury. So let's just go with your bell run.
He just got his bell. Yeah, the old school. Got your bell run.
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri. So now, Jamie, not the touchdown, but you still need 10 points. You still need that field goal. So now you're at 89.
They got to be a little bit conservative here at some point.
$1:53 here. Here's the thing, though. Now you can run the ball to try to get the clock. Fury has timeouts, and it depends. Yeah, Waltzing overthrew it. I know. White knuckle time, King Viking 80. Yes. If you run it and they call the timeouts and you haven't gotten really much success on the ground outside of a couple Gale Sears runs early, you're going to be punting. Okay, shotgun. Sayers on the left, Dorsett on the right. Favre. Waits. Looking. Goes downfield.
Oh, he's got an interception.
Wow. Wow. Rod Woodson. Rod Woodson dropping that ball.
Rod Woodson.
That's why he's not a wide receiver. Not a wide receiver, kids. But if that was right in his hands, no receiver even close. Favre panicked. King Vikings saying, need to run 2 plays. I mean, run. Everyone's calling for run. Beavis says no. And he's throwing it away with Favre. Favre is yelling to the sideline, Coach, let me run. Phil's chomping on the cigar. He's like, you throw it, Favre. You throw it.
Seconds off the clock here.
You throw it. No, but he's right, though. Phil, if you don't get, with the 2 timeouts for the Fury, if you get stuffed up on one.
Here.
Yeah, no, it's still a bit early to run. 96-89. Okay. There's Favre. Clean pocket. Ooh, through double coverage. Favre just doesn't care. He just doesn't care.
That's a good.
Ronnie Lott and Rod Woodson in. He's like, no, I'm going to throw it to Jerry Rice. Let's go. Now it's a punt. Shane Leckler will be fielded by Hester to the 20, 25. Ooh, just shy of the 30. So now, Jamie Thomas.
Lots of time.
Oh,
Both
minute
quarterbacks,
32.
though, man, they can't complete a pass right now.
No, they're being harassed. Walt Harris says, uh-oh. Yeah. Peyton Manning. How many comebacks has he had in his career? How many fourth quarter comebacks? We've had 7 lead changes in this game. Manning's under center. Manning, pressure coming. Sidestep, throws it away.
Oh, he got hit pretty good there too.
Yeah. Well, he had Mean Joe Green was on again. Mean Joe Green is blasting past Larry Littlewood.
This is like Super Bowl Mean Joe Green right now.
Oh, yeah. He is revved up. He has had all the Coca-Cola. All the Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
All the sugar.
And he's not taking off the bottle cap. He's like using his teeth.
Nope.
He's like biting off the top.
Oh, he's
and
mean.
sucking the Coke.
Mean Joe and incomplete. Had 3 defenders back there. 3 defenders for Peyton. I know you want to go for those big chunks, but Jamie, I'm wondering, do you look to go maybe shorter sideline, try to move the chains a little bit? You do have 2 timeouts instead of just going for home runs. Yeah. Just going for the long bomb all the time. Moss San Antonio Gates on the left side. Under center, Manning sees something doesn't like, calling a little Omaha.
You guys open.
Manning going deep again to double coverage, but this time it's caught. Marvin Harrison, that connection, that legendary connection. Manning to Harrison, it's complete, and the Fury keep marching. Clock is running. 96-89. Immortals lead by a touchdown.
We hear you, Phil. We hear you, buddy.
Oh, at the 31. Play action, and thrown away. Oh. Yeah, it's true, Phil. Yeah, you can't, especially in this type of game. If your runs don't work, you call the timeout, you punt. You can't give Peyton Manning too much time. It's that cat and mouse game. You got to try to time it out. We'll see right now. Minute 3 left. Manning goes that left sideline. It is caught, but not out of bounds. Randy Moss, that is a 3rd and 1 at the 22.
Down coming up here.
Clock running. 2 timeouts to the Fury. We could be going overtime here, Jim. We could be going extra time. Larry Zonka. Yeah, he got the first down. Is Fury going to call timeout? They do.
They do.
We will have the fan-centric frenzy versus Hunters starting a few minutes after the conclusion of this ball game. We will not leave this early, obviously. Also, we can control the start of the next game because it is a simulation, so that helps.
Oh, boy.
Let's go. Red zone. Manning. Wide open. And Shockey. Jeremy Shockey. Almost the hero. 1st and goal for the 4. He's calling the timeout. 36 seconds left. Phil must have like 8 cigars or cigarettes going right now. A full pack in his mouth. Oh. Waltzing. Let's go defense. What a game. Okay. Here we go. 36 seconds left. Fury is out of timeouts. Ball for 4. First down. You got 4 tries, baby. What does Peyton Manning got? He waits. He goes end zone. It's back, and it's incomplete. It's incomplete.
Drop pass.
Oh, Moss covered by Charles Woodson. Okay. 2nd and goal. 32 seconds left. Oh, baby. The 6-2 by the Immortals defense. They're going to be pressuring. That middle is holding, and it's sacked.
Come on.
Who got him?
Mean
It
Joe.
was Mean Joe.
It's Mean Joe again.
That offensive line
can't
held
stop
as
him.
long as it could.
They can't stop him.
Jamie held as long as he could, and Manning took too long to survey the secondary cover. That might have been a coverage sack right there. 14 seconds left. 3rd and goal. This is literally coming down to the last second. Come on. What is going to happen here? A touchdown and a PAT sent to overtime. 5 seconds left. Could be the last play of the game. There's Manning. Pressure coming. It's a sack. Are you kidding me? Deacon Jones, and it is over. It's over on a sack to Deacon Jones. The Immortals tonight. Revenge is spelt Immortals 96-89 over the Fury. And what I have to say, Jamie, that was the best game in AFLL history.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
And listen,
I'll say it.
Namalini was great. I just don't think he deserves the player of the game. Game balls that we're going to change when I write this baby up. That's Mean Joe. For the way Mean Joe played down the stretch there, it's Mean Joe Green for the defensive ball game.
That defensive line, Mean Joe Green and Deacon Jones in that 4th quarter, absolutely huge. Leo Namalini, the star of the first half and into the 3rd. Unfreaking believable, people. That was incredible. Phil and the Immortals, congratulations. Fury, nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah,
that was absolutely wild. The Immortals improved to 12-3. Fury fall to 13-2 with 1 week left to play in the regular season. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, we can turn these over the other game now, man.
Send it over. Phil says round 3 in the bowl. I'll tell you. You know what? However it plays out, I hope in some way, shape, or form we see Fury and Immortals in the playoffs again. We need a round 3 of this. This is like Rocky and Apollo Creed. It's the ding, ding, and you go for round 3.
All I know is there's more people watching this game than the United States Football League right now.
Yeah, it doesn't take too much, does it?
No, no. We have more people here than
Jamie.
they do in Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Jamie, thank you so much. Everybody who watched, thank you. Listen, folks, get a drink of water, have a bathroom break, come back because Fancific Frenzy, Randall Cunningham and Reggie White versus Dan Marino and the Hunters. Frenzy versus Hunters coming up in just a couple of minutes. For Jamie Thomas, I'm Andy McNamara. Immortals defeat the Fury. You've been watching the AFLL Game of the Week.